May I now request the MLA of Lyngdoh constituency, Srimati Dr. M. Ampareen Lyngdoh, to give us a short message. Please welcome Madam Ampareen Lyngdoh.
Very good morning to one and all. I may not be able to take everybody's name of everyone present in this room. Please excuse me, but I heartily welcome you to my constituency. Lakhmen Rympui, the Honorable Education Minister of the Government of Meghalaya, my colleague, Kong Santa, a first-time MLA and a fellow woman in governance, Father John, Father Sebastian, Father Baiju, the host, Father Anthony, all the principals and delegates. As I was trying to place my thoughts in order, not knowing whether I may speak or I may not speak in this function here this morning, few important concerns came to my mind. When you refer to the Don Bosco institutions, I, as a mother, a legislator, and a member in the government, do not call to mind just mere teachers. The word educator, closely related to Don Bosco himself, is a very strong word that defines your roles. Usually, it is human to locate a monster in the room. And usually, it is the government that is looked at as the biggest monster of all. Please do not misunderstand the efforts of the government to put in order the disorder that we see in the education system across this vast nation. Believe me when I tell you, policies like the NEP do not keep you under its purview. You are a class of your own. It is the other institutions that need to be pulled and to step up to meet the excellence at which you, the Salesians of India, impart education. The second monster in the classroom is not the curriculum. It is the mind of Gen X. What do the kids of this generation want with education? When we were growing up, it was a diktat. None of us dared to question the principal, the educator, or members of the staff. But kids of this generation have become liberal. And it is this liberalization of education which is becoming a big concern for not just India, but the world over. The West is returning back to the chalk and the blackboard. But developing nations want to ape what they are rejecting. Is it a digital classroom that can form the character of a child? Is it the ape of technology that parents wish their children to attend in an education system? No. We want human beings to be molded. I long to see the day when education becomes the way it was when I was growing up. It formed my character, it formed my worldview, and it formed my notions of commitment, discipline, and dedication. Dear educators, as you meet for this wonderful conference, whoever engineered it is a class of his own. Attend this program. Figure out where the gaps are. It is people like Sir Lakhmen, Madam Santa, and I who need to listen to you. Policies out of experience and applications have no meaning. Do not fear the NEP. The NEP is what you make it. And do not underestimate governments across India. We appreciate your dedicated services and the wonderful job that you continue to do to change India and make it ready for the future. Kublai Shibon, Mithila, Jai Hind.
Thank you, Madam, for those wonderful words. We can say that it's just not an MLA speaking, a mother, an educator, a human being who has put so many concerns on this platform. Thank you once again. Now, again, we're so delighted to be listening to our chief guest, Shri Lakhmen Rympui. May I welcome you, sir, the Honorable Education Minister, Government of Meghalaya, to say a few words. Please welcome, sir.
A very good morning to each one of you are present here today. The General Counsellor of this Don Bosco Institution, the provincial, vice provincial, principal, vice principal, delegate, and Father Anthony, the host of this program today. I'm very glad that to be in this conference where you will be deliberate regarding the education system in the state, in the country, and how to move forward. I am here just to pose 3 questions which for us to deliberate. Number 1, why our youth are impatient? Where is lie the fault? Whether in the education system, whether in the curriculum, or whether in the upbringing, or in the school structure. Because youth of today, we find that they are very impatient. Something wrong somewhere. As a policymaker, I tried to find out, the government tried to find out, because if our youth are impatient, our nation is in danger. So I love to hear from this deliberation how the government formulate the policy, how the government bring out the change in the curriculum so that to meet the aspiration of our youth. Number 2, which I want for you to deliberate, to enlighten me. Because why I say like that, I want that whatever you discuss here, through Father Anthony, you may send me the report, it may be very helpful for the government in framing the policy. That's why I told number 2 is that after COVID-19, we have seen the change in the education delivery system. We have seen how the Byju's boom and how it bust. That means there is an opportunity and there is also a danger. We have seen that how the digital transformation has helped us, helped the policymaker, helped the government, and helped the schools to empower the youth. But one question which I ask, with so much advent of technology, do we still need a classroom? Do Meghalaya need near about 1,000 schools? Or we need only the tablet or the mobile or the laptop to deliver, to teach the children from one center location. So this revolutionization of technology, it helps us. But also, we have seen that, as I said, the Byju's boom and bust in no time. We need to return to the classroom, and the classroom teaching should able to imbibe whatever technology for the benefit of the student. And number 3, now AI, it is very helpful, but at the same time it is very scary. Do the education system can prepare the student, the youth, that they can able to choose, can able to withstand the pressure or the advent of AI. As I said, it is very scary, because through AI, we have seen nowadays that it seems the student, they don't want to use their brain anymore. They just want to do copy-paste. So, whether or classroom teaching, it is still relevant, and in what way we'll try to reform it so that we could equip our youth to be able to face this digital world. It is very, very important. And number 4, and the last point which I want to deliberate is that now we have seen the government in the country nowadays, so many policies, so many changes. And not only that, we have seen that one High Court give one judgment in the same case, and in the same case, other High Court, Honorable High Court give different judgment, and in another case, another High Court, they give different judgment. It is very difficult for the policymaker. It is very difficult for the schools, for the institution to keep up with the different changes. So I urge upon the congregation which runs so many institutions in the country that we should keep an eye on all the changes and disseminate it to each and every institution so that it will equip us. As I said, now We have seen that the ruling of the Honorable Supreme Court that RTE is not applicable to the minority institution. But we have seen that on the 1st of September, the same two-bench Supreme Court has referred the issue of RTE to the larger bench, where the Honorable Chief Justice have taken up the case, admit the case. So what type of different judgment, whether the institution, whether the congregation, whether the schools, school communities can able to handle? Because as I see, that gone are the days that the policymaker listen to the voice of the people at the ground. Sometimes policy come, as me as a state government, as the minister of the state, sometimes I feel that I know that this policy, I know this regulation is not relevant to the state. But as you know, that education is a concurrent subject, which whatever rules and regulation prescribed by the central, we have to follow. So I want that in this fourth point, which I said, that kindly deliberate. If anything come up, and besides that, whatever thing which as honorable member of my colleague Kong Ampareen Lyngdoh has already mentioned, kindly deliberate. And whatever deliberation you have, any outcome which will help in transform the education system, which will help the policy, reform the policy of government, I welcome it. Kindly forward it to me. I will study. It will be very helpful for the government to reform if need be. I am sure it need to reform due to all this challenge, but I need the input from this conference so that it may be very helpful for the government. With these few words, I wish this conference will be helpful in bring out the transformative change in the education system, more importantly, to build not the impatient youth, but